Alright, so definitely no intros and outros for this thing. So if any of you guys like my stuff, like, share, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Yada yada, all the good stuff. If you truly care about my stuff, so you give a rat's butt and a freaking rabbits behavior about myself. Subscribe, all the good stuff. And you guys are old school people, my fanatics, come back to me just in case the YouTube algorithm. Fortunately, unsubscribed, come back to me. If any of you guys are brand new here, obviously you want to come on this journey, mention me, cool. If not, it's totally good and ruined. Anyways, the fastest I should have done my intro. But anyways, obviously, I know I'm like 5, 6, 7, 8 days late on this thing. It's Wario World GameCube. There's another one. The main one I want to do is this one called Orbitals, which I know that I think I heard about that one that they showed it on the Game Awards. But I mean, I did watch most of the Game Awards, but that was probably one of the 7 like trailer reveals that I didn't get a chance to watch. I heard it. It's like, oh, this is a new game coming to Nintendo Switch 2 in 2027 or 2026, one of the two. But since I had to take my bathroom breaks, aka, you know I know I was doing, and they're obviously doing my business. Drop the kids off at the pool. No, I'm just kidding. Screwing with you guys. I had to take the huge ass dumpers, obviously. I know, too much info, but whatever. Obviously, I unfortunately ended up missing this one. The Wario World one, I don't know if I watched that one or not. I'm just gonna watch it again just in case I didn't, and hopefully this isn't. Oh, it's because you're doing a fake reaction review segment. No, I didn't even know this was even a thing either. I don't know if I watched this one or not. I'm not even sure they showed this on the Game Awards. Maybe they did, and I wasn't paying attention to it. But it is what it is. But other than that, I don't even know if this was a thing or not. It says Nintendo Classics, Wario World, GameCube, Nintendo Game 2025 update. So I don't even know if this is the one for the 1988 and 9 or 1991, 92 Game Boy or Game Boy Color for 1995, 96 version that they have for Wario World. Because I know back in the day when I was still like a toddler, like 4 or 5 years old, when Nintendo tried to do virtual reality, VR or AR or whatever, virtual reality, I don't think augmented reality existed yet, but they were trying to do virtual reality in the 90s. And it's way more compared to the virtual reality I have now. It's a lot more. I'm trying to sound like me, asshole piece of shit, because I was there when I was around, because I was like a baby and a toddler when I was around. But it didn't really improve that much, so at least I still got a long ways way to go. Virtual reality and augmented reality, probably the year 2035 or 2040, it'll probably be perfection by then. Until then, it's kind of in its baby steps right now with VR. But yeah, they had the Nintendo VR thing, the Virtual Boy. Unfortunately, it ended up being an immense fucking failure. So I think it was 1995 or 96 they stopped making them. So it was about 6 or 7 when they stopped. After I was 4, when they started making them, 1992 and 93, around that time. Yeah, I think I only got to use that thing one time when I was about 5. I think it was like one of my cousins, like my dad's side family. Even though most of them were poor as hell, there was one of them. Not gonna say we were super rich and wealthy, but they were kind of like middle class, kind of almost barely, not really wealthy, but almost there, better than everyone else on my pop side of the family. Like they had like a freaking Virtual Boy, one of the older cousins that I was hanging out with at the time. He let me use it for a little bit, and that shit, I got there about like 10, 15 minutes. That gave me like the worst fucking headache on the planet, bro. And thank God it didn't give me an epileptic seizure or any of that shit, because 4 or 5-year-old little kids really shouldn't be playing video games from the 90s. But then again, 1990s compared to now in the 2020s and 2030s, where probably whenever the 2030s comes, like what, 3.5, 4 years from now? Which is, well, once 2026 gets here, it'll be 4 years from now. So 4 years and less than a half a month before you get to the year 2030s. You already have Gen Alpha kids playing with their freaking phones by the time they're probably like 2, 3 years old. Tablets were 2, 3-year-old little kids. That's super insane as hell. And they thought kids with like the Game Boy Pocket and Game Boy Color was bad from the 90s. Man, it's probably a lot worse now. At least those things had old school batteries. These things have a whole bunch of lithium batteries. They never die out and they last forever. I mean, eventually you're going to have to get a charge, but at least you don't have to charge it in and out like you did back then. Anyways, enough of my rambling, enough BSing around. I'm going to get to the second one. The main reaction that I didn't get to watch at all. It's called Orbitals, so I want to check that one out because it's a brand new Nintendo IP. It's strictly for Nintendo, so it's not from Capcom or Konami or freaking what else, Bandai Namco. It's strictly from the actual Nintendo freaking company itself. So, enough wasting guys' time. Let's jump into this thing head first. I don't know if it's going to be a new remake, remaster, because I remember the Wario World DS, we had to play the mini games and shit like that. Those ones were fun. I remember they had one for the Virtual Boy too. I never got to play that version. I think the one I played, I don't know if it was either Mario Tennis If it wasn't that one, it was another one. That one, or like the old ice climber, or like this root beer game. All right, let's go. I'm ready to get payback. Oh, here he goes. Waluigi. They still scratches his butt. Look at the Smash Bros. Game. Oh my god, what a fucking crazy ass, deranged ass freaking character, bro. What the heck is that? Who? Is that like Cranky Kong or the orangutan Kong from Donkey Kong Country? Lanky Kong? The bad evil Kong instead of the good guy one? Oh, what's this? I've never seen that anime before. That one's a whole lot of different thing there. Available now. Oh, it's already out now. Means I can play on my Switch whenever I want, even though it's on Switch 2. Okay. Oh, fuck. It's only for Switch Online. Oh, that's weird. That's a shame. Alright, that's pretty cool. I'll get some thoughts, views, opinions, speculations, all the good stuff. Hold on 1 second. Oh yeah, before I keep going, I should have told you this in the beginning of the reaction, but unfortunately, this really pissed me the hell off. It happened 2 days ago. It still upsets me because, unfortunately, for the first time in a while, because I think the last time it happened was like August or September, when one of my freaking video reactions I did got corrupted. I think it was like one of the Tron Ares reaction videos. I only did like, I think not 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5 reaction videos I did from that movie. And unfortunately, that shit was really, really bad. But I still thought it was freaking kick fucking ass. I know it might have been maybe 1 or 2 little bits of wokiness or preachiness or SJW stuff in it. And, you know, it's typical Disney. That's how that one on Netflix and probably what Amazon Prime and fucking Apple TV does. And a lot of other ones too. But not all of them do it, thank God. It's only a couple of them that do it. But eventually, scary as it is, God forbid, hopefully they don't all start doing it. Because you know how Hollywood likes to push agendas. You know, it's ones that completely disagree it, but whatever. Whatever the fuck it is. Anyways, I ended up doing my reaction to the Amazing Digital Circus. The last news one that came out last week Monday. No, last week Friday. I was thinking it was Monday. But it was 2 days ago, and unfortunately, it was a long-ass video. Originally, it's supposed to be like 31 or 45 minutes, because it's a 32-minute episode, but I played it at like 115 speed or whatever. Unfortunately, that fucking video got corrupted, so I don't know if I should do it again, because I only got 11 and a half minutes. I was able to fix it. So that means I'm probably going to have to split the video in half, which is a bitch to do, because I'm going to have to see the part where I was still reacting to the video, and then see if I do it again. The thing is, a lot of people say, oh, you're being a fake reactor. You're just pre-watching the stuff you already saw. I know there's fucking that, unfortunately. I don't want to come off as a fake garbage piece of shit, just another YouTuber or Twitch streamer that just supports it. Oh, Patreon this, Kickstarter that, do this, give me money. I don't want to be like an e-begging piece of shit like how a lot of people are on YouTube nowadays. I don't want to join that crowd at all, because you know I only do this shit strictly for fucking the passion, for the fans. Always did it for the fucking fans and subscribers, man. Never asked you for a fucking dime, ever, guys. I swear on my life, I never did. Go back to all my older videos, I never asked you once to give me donations from PayPal or Patreon or subscribes or any of that shit. No, never did. So you know I'm real about this, so if anything, I'm gonna have to see which part of the episode I left off on. I think it was on the part where, spoilers if you haven't seen it, I think one of the dudes or whatever, like the mannequin says that, oh, he was really a human, and him and Kinger had bad relationships with each other. I don't know if it was on that part I left out on, or the part where Jax goes with him and he has to distract freaking, what's his name, the cane dude with the hat. I think it was on that part, the cane dude with the hat, where he's got to go on a dinner date with him or whatever. Oh man, so that's a bitch. I might have to do it again, which sucks because altogether that whole video I did was like 52 minutes long. It was like almost a whole hour long, because I did like 4 or 5 news articles too on top of that. So the original video would have been like 41 minutes. So I'm gonna have to split that one in 2 parts, unfortunately. So if you don't see it on Monday, you'll probably see it on Tuesday or Wednesday, hopefully. You know, I'm gonna be way late to that party, but whatever. And then the ending for that was fucking wild, dude. It kind of crushed my soul for spoilers if you didn't see it, but oh man, I didn't get to escape the digital world, which sucks. But whatever. Anyways, this one, Orbitals, announcement trailer, tells what to do. God forbid, I hope and pray this fucking video doesn't end up getting corrupted either. I hope it goes smooth. And yeah, this is an official Nintendo Switch 2 trailer. It's a brand. Oh, it's coming 2026. I thought it was 2027. Work together to save your space station and Orbitals. Coming Nintendo Switch 2 2026. I don't know how good or bad it's gonna be. I saw the thumbnail for it. Looks very chibi anime-like, so it's probably a JRPG. I don't know if it's gonna be like Splatoon or ARMS, the last two ones they tried to do. If it's successful as heck, like how Splatoon was, that'd be pretty wild. But if not, ends up being a failure, like I don't know, that egg, the Billy Hatcher thing, the egg from the GameCube from back in the day. Either that or freaking I don't know, Beautiful Joe. Unfortunately, those two failed pretty badly. They're probably never gonna bring it back again. So let's see. Let's see how it looks. Shit, fine. It's only 1 minute. Happily. Oh yeah, it does look very anime-esque. Or Chibi Manga. Oh! Okay. Really Japanese, so luckily they have the translation as well. That sounds decent. It sounds like 80s super pop is gonna go with some 90s Gundam series shit. Oh! I like how they have that freaking style of like persona style music in there. A little bit. Yeah. Oh shit. Co-op space adventure.
Nintendo Switch 2から出るよ。お楽しみに。
Oh my god, that reminds me so much of like some 80s, 90s, early 2000s like anime you would have woke up for like Saturday morning cartoons thing. Orbitals. Okay, so just real fast overall thoughts, views, opinions, speculations, hot takes, bias, feelings, top of the hat, top of the dome, raw, uncut bullet points, opinions, my take on it. I don't know, even though it looks a little bit more kiddie-ish, some shit they would have did in the 1980s, 90s, early 2000s, when Nintendo, back in the mid-late 80s, 90s, and 2000s, when they were mainly catering to younger little kids and little babies and shit like that, weren't really appealing to teenagers or grown adults like in the teens and 20s, like in the 1990s, 2000s, when the PS1 and of course later on PS2 and PS3 became a thing, and of course Xbox 360 became a thing, and PC gaming was just barely becoming a thing. Like they were mainly geared towards teenagers and adults and college students and shit at that time. But now Nintendo's doing way more now. Like ever since they did it past the Switch in 2017, now it's 2025 going on 2026. Not appealing to all the types of age groups, not just for younger little kids, but kind of looks like they're going back into their roots with this one. That very, very super Japanesey anime-esque weeaboo style shit that I got from this, obviously. It was alright. I don't think it was the worst thing I've seen, but not the best thing either. So I'd probably give it a C-. And that's the nicest I'm going to be with it. Lucky I'm not giving it a D or F or super failure and it looks like fucking garbage, hot dumpster fire horseshit. I could say that easily and not mean it, but who knows? Maybe I do mean it. But it is what it is. The music is the only thing I'm going to say for a fact. That shit was fucking banging. The music for it, oh, just fucking kiss. Had a little bit of Persona shit in there, a little bit of Xenoblade Chronicles a little bit in there, and a little bit of Shin Megami Tensei, Fire Emblem type of style. And granted, it didn't sound like Knights at the Round Table, like ancient Elden times from the 10, 11, 1200s, the dark European style esque in it. But one or two pieces, like the little trumpet parts and a little bit of the freaking bass guitar, it kind of sounded a tiny bit. Not all the way, but a tiny bit. Like how the Fire Emblem series would have been. As far as the gameplay goes, I don't know. Kind of mixed that in a little bit. It has, for me, it has late 1990s, early 2000s like type of vibes. Or a lot of those 2-player, 4-player, like split top-down to split 4-player, sort of like racing car simulator games had a lot during that time. From like 1996, 97 to like, maybe even 2004, 2008. I don't know. It didn't have to stop maybe in 2003 or 4. It could have went further. I don't know. Because in my opinion, like between 2005 and like 2012, 2013, That's when a lot of like FPS first person shooters started getting really huge as fuck at the time. I know like stuff from the whole Call of Duty shit started blowing up. And the Battlefield series, CSGO started getting real big. And what else besides that? Soulcom, and then the other ones, Medal of Honor. A lot of those like warfare, army, military, first person shooter shit that I gave zero fucking shits about at all, period. That's when that stuff started getting popular. And I didn't want to follow that crowd either. I still want to have my video games, anime stuff forever. You know? And that's all I had to say. That's all I got to say for the money. Let's screw about down below. Peace out and sauerkraut. That's mine. See you next future video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. Take care.